Welcome back to a brand new episode of Race to Wrestling. And I am your host, L. Scott. And on today's episode, guys, we're going to keep the energy flowing. We did an episode this week and we're ready to shoot a second one. But now on today, and I'm so excited because Desipu's back. We've been trying to shoot with her for a minute. I haven't been able to run her down, but we got to run down today. So, of course, as you see on the screen, we're going to do a quick preview of tonight's episode of SmackDown for what we know. And I got a couple other talking points I want to go over too at the same time once she gets in on it. So let's just not waste any time. Let's get her called up so we can get the show flowing and get everything going so I can tell you all this good game that I'm ready to give you. All right. So give me 1 second. Let me get her called up. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we do. Oh, there she goes. I hear her. I hear her. Where's she at?
Hello.
Well, there you go.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, first of all, I'm going to need a little more energy than that if you're going to be here today because I'm upbeat and I'm going to need you to be. How are you feeling?
Okay. I'm feeling okay. How are you feeling?
All right, I'm feeling fine. But anyways, darling. So anyways, I already talked to the people. They know that we're coming. I told them what we're covering today. I want to do a quick, probably a little rundown of SmackDown tonight. And I got a couple other things I wanted to discuss as well. But before I do you have anything, Sugarfoot, that you wanted to talk about that may be sitting on your heart? Because I did a show earlier this week and got a lot of pushback already. But you tell me.
I don't have anything because I don't want to jump into what I was thinking of, like right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is what I'm thinking of would better fit later on in the show.
Okay, well let's keep it light to start. I'm gonna keep it light, okay?
Okay. And
I'll tell you where I'll go first. I'll go NXT first. Let's do this first. I wanted to do a couple of things. First and foremost, what's her name? Soruka. What's her name?
Yeah.
Soruka. Okay, Soruka, I actually finally saw her. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a white woman. I don't care what you say. That's a white woman. All right.
Yeah. She is a white woman.
But
I said otherwise. I remember when I talked about Soruka, I said that she has a black daddy. I didn't say that she herself is black.
You talking about the same girl I saw today? You talking about the girl that does that dope ass flip with the diamond cutter thing? That girl.
Yeah.
Right? We talking about the same girl, right?
Yeah.
This woman is a white woman. I don't care what there ain't no melanin in that woman. She has a dope ass move she got though.
I think both of these statements don't contradict each other. She has a black dad, and she herself is a white woman.
Okay, well, hey, if you say so, you like it, I love it. You do say so. Okay, but no, I will say one thing about her. She's kind of green on the mic, but definitely that's a dope ass move she got going. I think that's one of the best finishes I've seen in a minute. My only concern for her is going to be, will she be? Well, first and foremost, will she be able to pull that off later in her career if she has a long one? That's one. Mm-hmm. And two, man, it's going to be so easy to miss that shit. She going to botch that a lot because the people up there that she's going to be wrestling in ain't always going to be good enough to take that. She got to time that thing just right.
Well, I will say I've never seen Soruka botch that move, and she's been wrestling for a bit now. So if she comes to the main roster and she starts botching it all of a sudden, then we really need to talk about the girls on the main roster.
Well, we should be doing that anyway. Because let me ask you something. I was going to ask you this too. Let me say this about that. That kind of pivots into one of the questions I had. And it's not really a question, just a thought I had. What do you, in your opinion, since you're a big female wrestling fan, right? Mm-hmm. And I want to be politically correct. I think you can say female. Is that correct? I don't know. But I
say women's wrestling, but yeah.
Okay, women's wrestling, I want to be correct since I get enough flack because of the name of the show alone. But I would like to know, what is your opinion on what would make that? I don't think wrestling has ever had a megastar, whether it's black or white or whatever, just like a megastar, right? Mm-hmm. Like the men have a bunch, you know, we from Hulk Hogan all the way down to Stone Cold, we got a bunch of megastars. What do you think the intangibles, or what do you think that woman would need or look like that could be that very first, like, oh my gosh, she set the bar so high, like here everybody's got to raise up? What do you think it's going to take?
Well, they do have a megastar.
Who?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea,
That's her
no. I don't
megaphone.
mean no. Okay, let me rephrase my question. Hold on, let me rephrase my statement there. I'm not saying, and this is no hate, and I don't dislike Rhea either. I think Rhea has a good gimmick the whole nine. You know, my only complaint for Rhea is always I think she's weak, but I don't think it's her fault. I think she has upper body issues, and I just think she's weak. And when I mean weak, I'm talking about strength wise, and she looks too big to be that goddamn weak right now. But anyway, I don't mean popular. Really, I know she's like the most popular. I'm not saying that. I'm saying megastar. And when I say megastar, what I mean is Hulk Hogan, good, better, and then whether you like him or love him, changed wrestling and made it a mega business. Rhea ain't made women's wrestling a mega business. Rhea's just really, really good.
That's because she hasn't been put in the position to do that.
No. I don't agree. I don't agree.
Listen. If Hulk Hogan was never in the main event of anything, right? If Hulk Hogan was never given time on the mic, if Hulk Hogan, whenever he did have a mic, every single thing he said was heavily scripted, and he never was able to go off of it.
Who, Hulk Hogan wasn't? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you saying if Hulk Hogan had to do that is what you're saying? Okay, I got you. Sorry, yeah, carry on. Keep going. My bad.
These are the things. With Rhea Ripley, whenever she doesn't get to write her own promos, she doesn't get to stray away from the script that they give her.
Right.
She's never in the main event of anything. She actually has skipped multiple pay-per-views. They've left her off of multiple pay-per-views.
Is she injured?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Currently in the tag division, like, these are all things that megastars in the men's division has not had to deal with.
Okay.
So all I'm saying is she has every right and potential to be that megastar. They just won't allow her to be.
Okay. All right. This is my thing. And you know I'm with you on how heavily scripted they have everything. It is so tight. I don't think it's giving really anybody an opportunity to shine, because really what you're seeing is whoever's calling the shots in the back at that very moment live, you're just parroting what they want you to say and think. And so for me, you have to figure out a way to be yourself, but use their words. And that has to be more difficult than anything. And I honestly think it's hurting the product very bad. But so I don't disagree with that. But what I'm saying is that what has made you believe, let me say it this way, that if they took the leashes or the reins off of her, that she could then potentially be that young lady that you're talking about?
Because I've seen it.
When was this? When was this?
I remember Rhea cut this promo, right? And this is right after she had lost the title to Io. And this promo went mega viral. Everyone loved it. People praised it. People were like, I didn't know Rhea Ripley could do that. That's a key thing here. A lot of people said they did not know that Rhea Ripley could do that. I didn't know that Rhea Ripley could do that.
Okay.
Which is telling me that these promos that they're giving her are not showing her full potential.
Okay.
And then on top of that, when you take that and then you also take match quality as well, when Rhea Ripley is consistently in a very poor product in WWE, when Rhea Ripley is consistently the one that everybody's like, wow, that was a phenomenal match.
Right. Well, okay. Well, pause right there. So, well, I guess for me then, one of the intangibles to making that mega star, one of the things that would have to be added in is they have to have the counter. So they have to have that that Triple H to The Rock. So one intangible that megastar would need is another star, but maybe not a megastar to be that. So
I agree.
So okay, so since you say she don't have it, then I guess she can't be it, right?
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like in my opinion, I think that Rhea Ripley's counter could potentially be Bianca Belair. I don't know; they haven't faced each other yet. Well, they faced each other, and it was a good thing that came from it. But they haven't had a rivalry yet.
Right. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry, dog. Keep going.
So what I'm saying with that is, and she could have potentially had something with Io, but Triple H, for some reason, has this thing where he doesn't like to go in depth with stories.
No, they definitely gloss over everything.
Yeah, everything is very, very surface level when it comes to EO and Rhea. So we've missed that point at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, she doesn't have a counter right now. You're right. They need to give her one.
Well, this is my thing, and let me say this, and I'm gonna just tell you, and I'm not trying to argue with you, but this is what we're here for, okay? And so what I'm gonna say is, I don't think Rhea can be that girl, and this is gonna be now. Everybody's going to say probably this Negro is ready to go down the black route. I'm ready to talk about him, but I'm ready to say it in a way that's probably gonna shock people. I don't think Bianca nor Jade, nor even my baby girl Naomi is the girl that I'm talking about as a megastar. I think that they are moving in the right direction with those three. Even one, I want to add one in there. And even EO, because I think EO is the best wrestler out of all of these women. Okay? Mm-hmm. So when I look at all of these women and I look at what I think they're heading you in the right direction. But I think we haven't met or we haven't seen that mega. When I say that megastar, I'm talking about there's only been really, and mind you, wrestling has stars. We have from Andre the Giant to Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ryder Piper, all the way down to Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, then the Attitude, Rock, Stone Cold, all them, right? You know all these guys, John Cena, all of them. There's really only two megastars, though, in that group. There's only two. Mm-hmm. And I only use these two because my megastar status is based upon who has moved wrestling in a different way or to a higher level. So I'm going to give it one. And like I said, what do you say?
I said it right.
Okay. So, my bad. I thought you said something else. So my thing I'm going to say, okay. So I'm going to say is only two. The two are, one, I've already spoke about, Hulk Hogan, good, bad, or indifferent, whether we like him or love him. All right. So, but he did do that. Kid, like I said, I'm an honest person. I'm not going to sit here and lie. In the 80s, I was a Hulkamania fan too. Boy, when I sat there with my statically filled TV trying to watch Saturday Night Main Event, I set up just to watch Hulkamania. So anybody who can make me do that, they move the culture. And then secondly, it's The Rock. He's the only other one that he took something, especially out of nowhere, and he became something I don't think anybody else has gotten to. The Rock moves the post. If he come on Raw tonight, if he say tomorrow night The Rock gonna be on Raw, the ratings gonna go up. They gonna just go up every time. Now ain't nobody. Now they can say now, well, if they say Stone Cold's coming, it'll go up some. But when I say The Rock's gonna show up, it's gonna move me. Those are superstars. Where's that woman? That's what
the reason you feel like you've never met that woman is because in WWE specifically, you have had two people that have been head of creative, essentially, right? Mm-hmm. Vince,
right,
who had a woman prancing around in brown panties and bikinis.
Right.
And then Triple H, whenever he gets a pin, he said, brawl, and that's it.
Well, it is true. It's funny.
That's why you feel like you have not met. I don't think it's because the women themselves does not have the potential to be that girl. It's because of the people behind these women.
I get it. But what I'm trying to say to you is this. Let me ask you, did you see early Hulk Hogan before he was Hulkamania, what he looked like and wrestled like?
Well, I haven't seen Hulk Hogan, but I did see Rocky Maivia.
Okay, but let me say Hogan, then I'm saying so. I think Hogan was not the dude that you think he was going to turn out to be. Okay, right. Same way Rocky Maivia, we did not know he was going to turn out to be The Rock. I saw Rocky Maivia when get up and go use the bathroom when he came out. Didn't give a damn. All right. Right. So what I'm saying is that, but The Rock, I don't know what Hogan how he got in favor. I've heard rumors, but I don't know per se. I think The Rock, I've heard rumors, but I can't say per se. But I think with the opportunities he did get, sometimes, like I've heard stories like that infamous night with him and Mick Foley, when they went way over when they were This Is Your Life. I think that night they said Vince was so pissed off. So The Rock took some liberties that he didn't supposed to take. So I guess that to me, an intangible to being that mega star, you got to be willing to buck the rules a little bit. Where is that woman?
I do agree, but also I feel like you have to take into account how management is now. Triple H has this thing where I truly believe that every single person on that roster he believes is replaceable.
I do too. I agree. I definitely agree with that.
I don't think there's a sense of loyalty in WWE anymore. So with that being said, when you have people who have given their everything to that company that are considered legends that are clutching their pearls, wondering if they're going to be released,
Right.
then we have less people who are going to be likely to bend the rules a little bit.
I can see that. I can see that. I mean, I see it. Don't get me wrong. This is not me dogging any of these women. This is not me saying that I don't think it's potentially one on the roster currently. I guess what I'm saying is that like we talk about damn near every week about what this company needs to become great, right? Or great again. Yeah. And one thing we always talk about is the males, and I know you're a woman, so I don't ever want to dominate on the male side every time, but I will say for the female side, I just think for me, this is the best opportunity in the world for some woman to come out of somewhere and basically take. And the reason why I say this is because it is right for the taking. Every woman on that roster got a deficiency, all of them. But I don't see the perfect one. I see Io can wrestle her ass off. She's too damn small. Bianca is strong as an ox and can wrestle really, really good. And I think she makes fighting, not wrestling, but fighting look real realistic. But let's just be honest. And I know you love her look. I like her look, but I love Bianca as a wrestler. I don't really care so much for the look per se. Jade is. I know you do.
I disagree.
I know you do.
I disagree. I think her look is what sets her apart.
No, the ponytail, yeah, it worked. I do it.
When it comes to a division, yes, where there are times where I will look at two women wrestling and it looks like they belong on a tag team instead of against each other. Because of the way everybody looks the same, everybody's styled the same.
I agree. When you
have a division like that, and you have this girl who I can see a silhouette of Bianca Belair, and I know that's Bianca.
No, I did. Okay, good point. Let me concede. I'll concede that her look is not unique to her. That was a personal preference. That was just for me. So let me take that off the table. You're correct. Because I don't want to put my... See, this is one thing I don't do, and I get this a lot from other people. They give me their personal feelings. I get class example, I was just talking about Gunther online earlier, and I was talking about Steven Regal. I compared Gunther to Steven Regal. And some guy said Steven Regal was going to be a star, but he had a drug addiction. And I was like, hey, Steven Regal ain't going to be nobody damn star. I don't care if that man was a pastor out of the ring. He was not going to be nobody's star because he was boring. So, but that's my personal conjecture. That's what I mean when I say that. That's my personal feeling. But but so far as Bianca go, I honestly don't think Bianca's missing much of anything for being a star. I think she's very gorgeous. I think she can wrestle. I think she acts pretty well, the whole nine. I think she cuts a promo. So to me, I always love when she told Charlotte, I don't know if you know this, but I go here now. That shit was hilarious to me.
Yeah, Bianca, I don't think Bianca has a single deficiency. Maybe at most she can sometimes get visibly frustrated in the ring. But there you go. So the closest thing that's why. But see, to me, I was going to say this about Bianca. But see, to me, like I know, I've been saying since NXT Day, I said Bianca is a star. Remember, I've been saying it. So I'm not saying that this is not me for people that think I'm dog Bianca. I love Bianca. I picked her too. I love her. She's one of my favorites too. What I'm saying is, but I don't know if I ain't gonna say I don't know. In my opinion, she's not that megastar that's moving the pole somewhere else. Is all I'm saying. But she is a star. She's an Undertaker. She's a Shawn Michaels. But she's just not a Hogan or a Rock, is what I'm saying. Okay. Jade, we know her deficiencies are in the ring. So let's get on. So I know she can't be Jade, gorgeous as she is. It can't be her as of right now. Now, if she fixes that, or if she can, great. But she's older. So I don't expect her to get any much better. You get what I'm saying? So I take those women, and then I even take the new girls that's coming out. I think Tiffany has a gorgeous look. Not taking that from her, but it's just something missing. It ain't like she go and look at her promos. You can tell she acts. She's not a great actress to me. You know what that song missing is?
What?
Can't cut a promo. Can't act.
I agree.
And also, people love the little spots and the flashy moves, but I'm sorry, she ain't moving me in the ring.
Okay, she moves me. So we disagree to this. Me and Miss My little co-star Desmond, we disagree. I think that Tiffany as all of the current champs, since Bianca hasn't been champion in God knows forever, and I don't count that 10 minutes I ain't gonna say 10 minutes. I don't count that 3 minutes she was the champ either. I don't count that. But outside of that, I've really, all the title runs, especially with the big dog women's belt, it has been lackluster. If it was Tiffany, now Jay got it, it's kind of lackluster. I think you're right. I think the talent down there is trash.
You know what's hilarious?
What?
The last title reign that I genuinely was locked in for and enjoyed was the shortest title reign.
Who's?
It was Naomi's World Championship reign.
Naomi was the shit. Look, let me go say, I don't never get a chance to talk about Naomi, but you brought my baby girl up. First and foremost, WWE, if you ever get to hear this, I pick stars, especially the black ones. Okay? This young lady can contest to it. I pick stars. I told y'all Bianca was a star. I told you guys Jay when I saw her, because I was following Instagram and she said she was joining wrestling. I'm sorry. No, I was choking. She joined there. I knew she was going to be a star. And I also said with Naomi is a star. When I watch Divas with you girls, she has a personality. She's athletic. She's pretty. She has a good stuff. And when she did this caution, I'm sorry, blew me away. I didn't even know she had it in her, and so I was so damn proud of her. 'Cause I knew she had something, but I didn't even know that was that damn good. And I was loving it, and I just hate that it got cut short. Oh, yeah, I hated it. That's just my personal.
Hate it. I was talking the other day. I was like, the best year of her career.
Yeah.
She got pregnant. Oh.
Jimmy saw all that her in that ring and got extra excited. He was like, get in there, girl.
Right.
He put a baby in it.
Ruined it for me specifically.
All right. But anyway, that's what I'm going to say. So now, let me move on. One more thing that I'm going to let you do. Actually, I got two more things from you, okay? Mm-hmm. One, got the juicy mouth today. I don't know what's going on. One, Joe Hendry. Is it how I say it, Hendry?
Joe Hendry. What about him?
Be honest with me right now. I'll tell to the fans all day long. Out of all the brands that I watch, the one I watch the least. Actually, SmackDown's my least. I'll pay more attention to NXT to SmackDown. But I watch. Mm-hmm. I'm more of the main roster guy, but I do dip in and dip out, especially for certain characters. Trick William, Trick and Nate. I love them. But I was watching NXT this week, and I saw the Joe Hendry. Is it Hendry again?
Yes,
Hendry. Joe
Hendry.
Is he's really popular, huh? I'm asking the question. He's really popular.
I suppose so, yeah.
This dude is horrible. And I don't mean that and to be disrespectful. I don't. But rarely, if you've watched this show, guys, I do not call people. I will tell you why I feel you deficient, and I will keep race real. But I will not sit there and lie. And when I say, because I'll tell you when a person can wrestle, I'll tell you Gunther wrestled his ass off. He just boring as hell, right?
Incorrect.
I'm sorry, I disagree with you. Gunther makes wrestling look real. But this Joe...
No, I'm saying he does make wrestling look real. He's not boring.
Okay, no, he is boring. But this Joe Hendry guy, it's stiff, and he's goofy, and I just don't... And what's up with the spin? What is it?
I told you this, a couple months ago, maybe a year ago,
right,
when Joe Hendry first started popping off with WWE folks specifically. Mm-hmm. I said, this white man, he really upset me because this was around the time that people were heavily criticizing Trick.
Uh-huh.
He really upset me because I saw a man that was even worse of a wrestler getting all of this love and support, while Trick Williams was being told to tighten up. And mind you, Joe Hendry has been wrestling for longer.
It makes no sense to me, Sugarfoot. I did not get. I watched this guy. I said he held the big dog belt down there. What in the world? You know what? You know what?
Struggling right now. Anybody can hold that belt.
Well, I don't agree. Well, is that how you feel about the Ricky Saint guy?
No, I like Ricky Saint.
You do?
I'm talking about like TNA. I'm talking about TNA specifically, like just as its own entity minus NXT. I say is struggling because they have about, I think, maybe 5 good people on the roster, and none of them are leading the divisions right now. None of them are.
Well,
There's this guy named Mike Santana who was champion, a very good wrestler, very good personality. He was champion for what, 40 days?
Really?
But, yeah, they don't like good talent down there, and
Well,
that's they got a TV deal because of WWE. But
no, I was gonna ask you. I generally was just asking because I saw the guy. I was like, get the fuck out of here. This dude is not that. One last thing, and then I'll let you get it. Obafemi the Ruler, right? I have to bring him up because I have to bring this up because of social media. Just really, really fast. To the people who dived out the window because I said in so many turns he was going to get better on the mic than he is today, meaning didn't have a problem with him on the microphone. But I know he's going to get even better because he's already good and he ain't been there but since 2022. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But they dove out the window. This nigga's crazy. What is he saying? This I'm telling you, I had a couple people attack me. Man, who is this dude? This dude don't know what the hell he's talking about. I was like, oh my God.
Well, I was one of your disagreeers. Now, I wasn't like heavily like in the pain about it, but I was one of your disagreeers. So I mean,
I get it. It's cool. But I wanted to say this about Obafemi, right? I watched him with this promo cut they did with him and the Ricky Saint guy. They have something. If the WWE do it right, and what I mean do it right, they have something with him. I see for him in his future, if they do it right, to go with the image of a great, like a ruler. I love that image for him. That word fits well for the image and the way he sounds and everything else. Go with it. And if they don't make it into some buffoonery shit, like don't make them dance. I tell you, WWE, if y'all make that big Negro dance, I swear to God, I'm gonna stop watching. Okay? Because that man don't need to be dancing about nothing. He is good the way he is. But I see him and I wanted to say this because I really wanted to pot out so you people know I really don't dislike him. I think he has something. And when I say that, I don't reserve that for everybody just because they Negro. I got a list of black folks. I said they ain't got shit going for them. Apollo Crews and what was his name?
Apollo. Well, hang on.
I'm sorry.
Every time you bring up black people who have no potential, you always bring up Apollo Crews. I feel like it's
well, no, it ain't just him. What's his name? Woods. What's his name? Xavier.
No, you can't say he has no potential when he was a part of one of the most successful factions in WWE.
No,
his potential is been surpassed.
No.
Yes.
No. The most successful faction is Big E and the Boys. That's what the name of the New Day should have been. Because soon as Big E was gone, the New Day is trash. Okay?
No, it was all of the New Day. Everybody loved all of the New Day. And then you cannot tell me that heel turn didn't have people hot.
No, well, look, no.
And then they fumbled it. That was not the New Day's fault.
That's but we were only high because we got to see Kofi, which I like too. Because I ain't say shit about Kofi. But Kofi, I like Kofi. Kofi ain't got no titty in his body. But I love Kofi. And Kofi deserved the heel turn because I never seen him like that. So it was cool. But it'd be like Kofi and his homeboy because I can't ever remember the Woods boy first name. What did I tell you?
It's not Kofi. That's a you problem. It's
okay,
not Kofi and his homeboy. You think it's Kofi and his homeboy.
Yes.
Because you don't be paying attention.
See, I tell everybody, again, if you watch Race to Wrestling and I speak, I tell you what I think, and it may work in the favor of white folks, sometimes works against you, but I'm telling you that, what is it, Xavier? Is that his first name?
Yes.
Okay, Xavier Woods. I've been saying this for the longest. I said this to my co-hosts. I've said this to family members, the whole nine. When they first started rumoring he wanted to complain about having somewhat of like a solo run before they even went heel, months and months and months, maybe a year before he went heel. When they said he wanted a solo run, I was like, he attempted it, but I said, he's got to fix his image. This one, he was still wearing that wild ass hair. He still got that taco meat on his chest. It had nothing really going. It's just like, what are we supposed to get from this? And I didn't get anything. And so I see he's tried to fix it. Now he just look crazy as hell, but it still is the same dude with trying to have edge. And I'm just saying, I think what the problem is that He needs to find something that fits his personality if he can't turn off who he is and then turn on a character. Because not everybody can do that. And I think that may be a struggle because he's playing something that just doesn't hit for me. And that's no hate on him. And let me stop picking because I'll be picking on people sometimes. Now that's just the does. That's just culture. I'm Black American. We pick on each other. But I don't hate the guy, nothing. I want to see him succeed. And I would love him to prove me wrong. I just think that they had a pecking order. It was Big E, then Kofi, and then the other guy. I mean, sorry, Xavier.
There being a natural hierarchy that exists for every faction. So you can't even single out the New Day. But, like I said, you can't say that someone has, like, nothing for them and no potential or anything like that if they're a part of such a successful faction. That doesn't work. Okay.
Was the Nation of Domination successful?
I don't know. You tell me. That was
yes. I think it was. I think they had a nice run, and in that run, even D'Lo Brown held the European title. Xavier Woods ain't even D'Lo Brown. I'm just being honest. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, it's very rare nowadays for factions to hold single titles. People in factions to hold single titles.
Oh, so now we're gonna blame the era versus Xavier is what we're doing. That's what you're saying. No,
the era matters.
No, I think truly, I think that what we need to do is say, Xavier, we need to do something different. Did he cut the taco meat off his chest? I forgot to even look at that. When I say come on, I go to the bathroom. Yeah.
Are you talking about his hair?
Yeah, taco meat.
No.
Oh, God. Cut that off, man. No one wants to see this. It's not attractive. It's not. All right. But no, that's the only things that I really had for you. Other than I got on the screen right now, the preview of the night. So, this is Gunther versus LA Knight. So that's something I did want to discuss that before we get off. But you got anything?
Is SmackDown man heavy?
I didn't get to see the lineup I went looking for, but I couldn't find it.
I'm just saying, WWE been very man heavy lately. I don't know what that's about.
Well, I don't know either. But let me ask you a prediction. Let me ask you a prediction on the actual match. Gunther LA Knight, because both of them technically are right there. And we know Gunther's been over, but what I'm saying is, as of right now, they're technically right there. Who do you think is going to carry over? Do you think it's going to be LA? Do you think it's going to be Gunther?
Gunther. He's gonna be dropping his last opponent. I know that.
So what are we going to do with LA? So this is take it. You're right. So it's Gunther, right? So boom, Gunther moves on. We talk about Gunther and John Cena. Great. But then what's for LA Knight? Well, where do we go with him?
They're going to put him in another Money in the Bank match, and he's going to lose. At this point, LA Knight's just a body that they use for big matches, big multi-man matches.
Which is just not fair. You know that? It's just not fair at all. It's not fair.
No, it's not fair.
And to be honest, and mind you, I think for the audience, listen, I think they don't know this about us. Neither one of us are LA Knight fans like that. But no. I think for me, I'm be honest with you, what makes a successful wrestler doesn't mean star. Successful wrestler means that you're going to have a cap, but most people do. So his cap for LA Knight is the man has been there. He has been healthy. He has changed his persona multiple times. I will give him this. Even though he is a knockoff of The Rock and Stone Cold mixed together, he damn sure believes he is. So when he says it, I believe him because he says it. You know what I'm saying? He just so in the ring, he's efficient. He's nothing special, but it's efficient. So I'm not knocking him. I think everybody should get their chance. You know, that's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And I just for him, go ahead.
Yeah, he's to me, he's fine. He's inoffensive. I have no problems with LA Knight. I do think he's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if he's frustrated right now.
Mm-hmm. He's like Jay.
So the last time he had the spotlight on him for real was when he was holding the U.S. Championship. And to be honest with you, I don't think anybody has gotten anything out of that championship yet.
No, and the funny thing that you brought that up because what happened? Day before yesterday, I shot the other video. It was like a post-Raw video. Go watch that. It's up on YouTube. So I'm watching, I tell the audience about my Black U.S. Championship pitch this time, but I did it more cohesive and I went in more detail, right? And when I tell you, go on the comment section for that one. Yes, I did piss off some people, and it did exactly what I said it would do. It riled everybody up. And so what I'm saying is, I'm telling you that United States title that's the only thing that's going to make it relevant. You got to do something to make it relevant, and that's the storyline. I'm not going to go into it. If you want to know my opinion on how to make it great, go watch the last video I put up.
Did you actually tell them people your idea on how to make a championship good? Oh,
yes.
Lord.
I did the whole thing with spray painting.
I know that got under the skin of some people.
Oh yeah, like I even went as far because I told him he should spray paint on the belt, Black American, like NWO did, and write it on there, and then just claiming and owning it is ours, it's Black folks' belt. And boy, that's what's wrong with you, you race bait. Dude, I'm like, it's a belt, man. What are you talking about, race baiting? It's a piece of metal. Okay.
That was funny. So I would never think that you would take that live. That's so funny. Actually, I gotta go watch something.
I honestly, I think it was a good episode, and I don't have a problem telling it, and I think it's good because I tell everybody when I say this, I'm a wrestling fan. I remember the days of when they've had global things going on and they brought it into wrestling. This is no different. The only difference is, I say it because I use Montez, and if you go look at Montez on the cover, I titled the video something like Epic Storyline for Montez Ford, something like that, right? And what I say for him is that he would be the greatest United States champion as a heel and as a babyface if they did it right. And so what it would be is I would start with the heel, so they would boo the shit out of him. And then right after that, and you don't do it as long, if it gets to be too much of a hotbed, you can flip it and make him a babyface. And once you do that, those same people who are angry will forget because they programmed, and then it's gonna be right back ready to cheer for him. That's wrestling. It's theater. You know, I don't watch movies and actors and actresses that act like flaming racists and look at them like they really think like this. They're playing a role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Montez can play a role. We all know wrestling is it's not boxing, it's wrestling. They have writers and controllers. Don't get out there and get so angry with this man you want to fuck him up. He's just playing a role.
Yeah, I don't disagree with what your ideas or anything like that. I mean, it definitely would be very interesting for WWE to pull that off.
Woo! Woo! I have some more now. I have a lot more ideas because I've been coming up with. Because like I said, I came up with one the other day. Here's a good one, real quick. So instead of having John Cena drop the belt back to Dominic like they did, what they should have did is right after whoever he had that last match with, if it's Gunther, it's Gunther, right? But John, I would say let John beat Gunther because Gunther will be all right? Let John beat Gunther, but this would have worked perfectly if he had kept the heel version of him, especially because all he had to do was cheat to beat Gunther, and then when he had done that with that Intercontinental belt, he could say, you know what, I thought I was going to retire. But and he names off everybody. He names off Punk. He names off Roman. He names off anybody. He says, all of y'all ain't worthy to hold this title. None of y'all can do anything with it. If anybody new can do it, you can have it. Otherwise, I'm taking it home with me. And then at that moment, if you have been grooming somebody that you know has the intangibles on the microphone for some reason early, and you like, I don't know why, but that motherfucker's good. When that person in the ring, he looks so believable, he has a look that you say, give him the Goldberg treatment, that he steps out here, I promise you, he gonna take it and run with it. I would have him come out and dominate John Cena, take that title off of him, and then make him a champion that night. When nobody knows who it is. When I tell you, and if he does it right, people are going to say, who in the hell is this? Ratings go up.
I wouldn't mind more Paige moments of newcomer coming and beating the top champ.
Yes, I said that about that earlier. So I said Paige is the closest that we got, and it won't the same.
I wouldn't mind something like that.
Because they need something to pump some energy into that thing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Desperately, they need something, and it's not even just the U.S. title picture; it's everything right now. They need something. The
Intercontinental belt, the whole nine, and like I get it. You know, y'all have your favorites, you have people that have been known and things like that. It's just like I keep saying it's the John Cena retirement tour. It's fine, but it needs to be an afterthought, not a main event. You know what I'm saying? Let it be celebrated.
It's going to be an afterthought.
You say what?
I think John Cena. I said I don't think it ever was going to be an afterthought. I think.
Go ahead.
With the status of John Cena, I think with how beloved John Cena is, I always knew it was going to be at the forefront. I just didn't think it was going to be so bad.
Right. Yeah. Well, he left. He wasn't that fucked up, and then when he came back, you're like, oh shit, what happened? Him and Goldberg. Wow.
Well, hang on. I wouldn't put John Cena on the same level as Goldberg.
He ain't that bad. No. No, I don't mean he's that bad, but I'm just saying from the time when remember he was doing the U.S. Open Challenge?
Yeah.
And that moment, wasn't that long? How many years ago was that he was doing that?
A while ago.
Boy, don't fuck around and say it was like 10 years and I lost 10 years or something like that. Was it 10 years ago?
It was a while ago.
Okay, I'm going to look that up too after the show. I'm going to look that up and see how long ago that. But when he left, he was fine. And then now it's like, oh my God. Or even better when he popped back up doing that whole, well, it was only for a minute, but when Rock and all them was there. But it just, like, you've seen him, he just didn't look that fucked up. He looked fucked up right now.
Well, yeah, but also when it comes, for me, that looks aren't as important to me as, like,
it is to me.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I fully blame the retirement tour being bad on WWE. Mm-hmm. I would even, John Cena is too much of a company man to do this, but I would even go as far as to say that maybe he should hit up AEW and try again, like Sting did.
You really do?
Yeah.
Nah.
See what they do. See what they do. I'm genuinely serious. And now John Cena's not going to do it because, like,
I know. I know he's back. Sting's back on AEW, but I didn't know at what capacity.
Yeah. He basically what happened. He was this is just a rumor. I don't think he's ever confirmed.
Okay.
But rumor has it he was upset with how WWE treated his, like, little retirement. So he hit up AEW, and they did his, like, official retirement, and he was happier with that.
Wait a minute, you said, who is this, Sting?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember them even giving Sting a retirement. That should tell you something.
That little run was his retirement, essentially, yeah.
That was real? That was not, yeah, I agree with it. They botched the shit out of that. Yeah, I agree with him. I thought he did something else. I thought he was going to say, what? Did I miss something? No, that was it?
Yeah.
No, that was trash. But he also missed his boat in WWE, and I don't blame him for not coming when everybody else did. But now that's one regret I'm not gonna lie I have about the WWE. I wish Vince would have pulled that off, because when I tell you, I am super duper Sting fan growing up, and doing that Sting NWO, and this was right there in the cusp of it. It was on the end of it, tail end of it. But he had some in the tank. I'd love to see him come over there and have competed with the wrestlers on the WWE. I hate that he didn't come.
Yeah, well, with Vince, I don't blame Sting not for coming, because with Vince, it didn't really seem like Vince cared to nurture the WCW talent.
Nah,
you know
I've heard rumors that Vince went so far as he wanted to kind of haze and humiliate them because they was on the competition. Yeah.
Right. I don't think he cared for that. I think he just wanted to buy out his competition so that he could stay on top.
Yeah,
and then whatever talent came because of that, it's just, there's talent on my roster now. Let's not do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just think that if John Cena, if he is unhappy with this retirement tour, which I don't think I think he's very PR trained. Mm-hmm. I don't think he will ever say he's unhappy with his retirement tour, but if he is, AEW is an option. He's not going to take it because he's not taking it.
Yeah, he's not going to take that.
He's not a wrestler. He's a WWE sports entertainer. Like,
yeah, he's not going to do it. I don't blame him. Well, at this point, it just wouldn't be a good look anyway. He's been there he's been there 20 plus years, one company. He's been that dude. I think, and honestly, the man has gave his whole damn life to the WWE, name and all. So no, I don't think he's going anywhere. They
had this man's name trademarked. They trademark somebody's name.
Hey,
they're full government.
No, he let him do it. So, but let me say this. I forgot this before we do it, because I ain't going to hold us too much longer. We at quarter till. So, we already know who we're going to agree who we think it is. But do you like the pick of the Masked Man? Who you think the Masked Man is?
I'm serious.
Okay, we all think that. So, do you agree with it? Do you like that?
Well, I always thought it was dumb to keep Austin Theory as a heel. I think that they should have nurtured him as a babyface. Mm-hmm. Because I always think if someone is heel and they don't work as a heel, the next best thing is to have them be babyface and see how that does for them. It doesn't make sense for Austin Theory, a dead character, a heel character that no one is really into right now, to continue to push that. So I don't agree with Austin Theory being the masked man. I mean, it's very obvious. I mean, a lot of people make fun of Austin Theory for having a dump trunk back there.
Yeah.
You can recognize that man.
I ain't looking at all that. I'm just saying. My thing is, I saw him. I saw Dean Ambrose. I saw Randy Orton. I saw a couple of people, right? I even heard Montez Ford. I even heard Montez Ford.
He was too small to be Randy Orton. And Randy is not scaling the cage like that.
That was my thing. So my thing was like, Dean Ambrose and Randy Orton ain't scaling that goddamn cage like that. I was like,
and it's not Dean Ambrose, because Dean Ambrose is an AEW lifer. So the Jon Moxley is an AEW lifer.
Don't be so surprised. Don't be surprised. WWE money is long, girl. It's long money.
AEW's money is long too. Don't underestimate the rival company. They be paying them people handsomely.
Well, I will honestly say this. Even though you don't like Swerve over at AEW, and I'll be honest, I'm not an AEW watcher. So, like I said, I'll be honest with you. The only reason why back in the day, because the reason why WCW worked so well for me in the late 90s, early 2000s is because I grew up watching NWA and WCCW wrestling. That was the region I was in. So I remember everything from the Von Erichs and the Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, the Midnight Express, Rock and Roll. I knew all those. And WWE, or WWF at the time, only knew about them solely because Hogan was everywhere. And so by him being everywhere, you got to see WWF stuff everywhere. So I knew who Macho Man was. I knew who Piper was. I knew who these people were, but I didn't know their wrestling. So when WCW popped up in the mid to late 90s, it was nothing for me to transition and go over there, because by the mid 90s, I had already started watching WWF. Let me take it back. Sorry, guys, I left that out. This was the 80s when I was watching. The 90s, then I could pick up, especially the mid 90s, I started watching WWF. So this is the Razor Ramon. This is Shawn Michaels. This is Bret Hart era. This is that thing. This is that era. And so that last year, but WCW was easy for me to transition when they popped up, because I knew so many people already. AEW didn't do it that way. They went and got a lot of people I had never heard of, mainly, and a couple of regular stars. But
you're a big creature of habit. So I know from the start that it's going to be harder for you to get into AEW. But I will say, like I always say, the things that you complain about in WWE, AEW has.
That's where I was going. I was going to say, even though I can sell politically, me and Swerve would not get along. So in actuality, in life, we ain't getting along. But in the wrestling world, I actually like the brother.
I hold grudges.
Well, I get you. I'm with you. I do the same thing. I ain't get to see everything you saw. So for me, I get to base them off of what see, people don't realize in the world, people don't move off of logic or intellect. We move off emotion. So when you see something or they trigger you in a way, that's why some people get triggered by my words. If I say white people did this, they don't even look at what I said. All they heard was white people. That's all they heard. That's all they heard. It ain't like, and I get it. So for me, but that's why I'm not attached to people's anger. They don't get me mad, because I know everybody's triggered by emotion. Stop being an emotional person and talk to me logically, and then we can have a conversation. So what was I saying before? Damn, what were we talking about? Let's talk about
AEW.
AEW. So for me, Swerve, when I watch Swerve, I'm thinking to myself, the brother's entertaining in the ring. His look is cool. Like I said, I don't dislike it, but I like it. That's what I'm saying. I like him, is what I said. The MJ guy, I like him.
It's who?
What's his name? MFJ?
MJF?
MJF. I like him. Am I wrong for that?
No, I
am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I was just indifferent.
I think he's entertaining. I saw one day, because I'm not just for the fans again. I got hemmed up one day, and I actually got a marathon of a whole bunch of their pay-per-views for some reason. He was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I liked them.
Well, I just will say that I wouldn't mind if we sat down and watched AEW or
Okay.
something AEW related.
We should watch a pay-per-view coming up or something. That's a good way to figure out who the stars are.
Yeah. I already have started watching AEW semi-consistently.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the product. I enjoy what they got going on. And I think that everything that I have a grievance with WWE, because like I just not to go on a tangent, but they recently had something called Blood and Guts, which is basically war games with a couple tweaks here and there.
Mm-hmm.
When you compare Blood and Guts, both the men and the women, and then you compare it to War Games, it made War Games seem like such a baby, sanitized, commercial version of War Games. It was so embarrassing to watch those two matches back to back.
I'll tell you this, and I can't speak to the either, but I can speak to the War Games. I already knew going in it was going to feel that way, and it's because, all right, I know every year the purpose is to find a reason to have War Games, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the purpose this year? Roman and Punk don't get along. Roman, Punk, and Cody don't get along. What the fuck we care about? And why is the Usos just always thrown into some shit? No one cared. Okay?
Because they don't have baby faces, so they have to throw the Usos and everything, because they only have like 5 baby faces.
It doesn't make any sense. So you take that, then you got Division, right? I get it. You should have already added Logan Paul before, way before you got to that point. That's why that would have been a better transition for those three. And then are you gonna have Cody go against Drew again? Because the other reason, what the fuck other reason would Drew be in this match?
Yeah, Drew being in the match didn't make any sense either. But like the thing with Blood and Guts is that it was a similar thing of like just getting a bunch of people together and putting them in a cage, right?
It just was more entertaining.
I had no problem with that. Mm-hmm. But like the problem I have with it was, where's the weaponry? Why are we the only weapon that came out for the women's? They had a kendo stick and then like a chain at one point.
Because your girls don't want to get hit. That's why.
No, but like, where's the chairs? Where's the tables?
I don't want to get hit with them shits.
And it's just so crazy to me because
we divas.
AEW, though, I will tell AEW to slow down with this. AEW has a tendency to do a headshot with the chairs every once in a while. Let's tell them to slow down.
Well, no,
but it's very nostalgic to see that.
Oh yeah, it's so minute to see people do it. I just honestly, they divas. I don't think them girls want to take them chair shots. I got one more.
So.
I got one more.
I see the women. I see the women that were in that match. These are women that have been wrestling for years. These are women that have taken harder spots than what they took in War Games. I know that they have capabilities to do it.
Then you know what that means then, don't you?
What?
Did they probably rush the match to get them through the women and move on from it? See, more tables, more chairs, more of those. You got to have spots for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. War Games is a spot-heavy match. When you looked at Blood and Guts, it was spot-heavy. It was bloody. It was people taking chair shots to the head. It was people pulling out the thumbtack. Like, it was what I would expect from that type of match. But but with War Games, it was the lights were bright. There was logos on the mat.
It was and I agree with Vince on that too. It is so disgusting to see that prime water shit everywhere. To see, I agree with him. You know, all right. So we gotta come in, girl. We're gonna talk forever with this. This is a good one.
Well, wait.
Go ahead.
Before we come to the end, before you close out the show, I have one more thing.
Go ahead. I got time. Go ahead.
I recently talked to you about who I think is gonna win the Rumble. And you told me to shut up and sit down.
That's right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
For the men, I don't know.
So you don't know
I got to get a little bit closer to the match for me to make a prediction.
Yeah, because the reason why you don't know who's going to win the Rumble for the men's side is because WWE doesn't know who's going to win the Rumble on their side.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Go ahead.
The women, however, it depends. If Bianca is healthy, but it's either going to be Bianca or Liv.
Bianca I can get. This is not a race thing. But Bianca I get because she's been out. Liv is so little.
I disagree. And Liv Well, first of all, you say
Let Charlotte win it for the 100th
Bianca
time.
out.
Just
Liv
let Charlotte
also
win.
been out. No, Charlotte won last year. That would make her a 3-time. That doesn't exist.
I'd rather if it
People
gotta be
don't win the Royal
Liv.
Rumble 3 times.
If it's gotta be Liv, let it be Charlotte. I don't care because I live to love her.
No. Liv Morgan, I would like to see a higher position. I am excited. I think it's either going to be Liv or Bianca. I'm fine with either choice. And
I disagree.
I would even go as far as to say that if Bianca wins the Rumble, then Liv is going to win the Elimination Chamber.
Okay, I disagree with either one of them going to win that. I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win the Rumble.
Okay.
AJ Lee.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
I disagree.
She's going to win it. I bet the phone.
I disagree. When you look at what AJ, what her positioning, what she wants her positioning to be, with the contract that she signed and stuff like that, I don't think AJ, in any way, shape, or form, it wants to hold a world championship.
It's only going to be for a short run, and that's why she's committing to it. So what's going to be? I
don't think she wants to hold it at all.
Okay, this is my early. All right, well, this is my early prediction. My early prediction, and then I'll let you have it. I was going to ask you about Paul Heyman, but we'll save it for next time. So I'll tell you my prediction, and then I'll give you the last word. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why I predict her to win it. For one, Triple H has a nostalgia gene in him, just like his stepdaddy, like his daddy-in-law. And he love old people. He love thinking people because they don't know. And see, let me say it this way and stop playing. So the reason why I say it's AJ is going to be because of this. The way that the entertainment world works in today's world is let's reboot everything we did in the 80s and the 90s. That's all we ever do. We don't do anything else but reboot that stuff. And that's why we live in this endless cycle of the same thing in wrestling. So what you're going to see is AJ just got back. AJ's the one that's a star. AJ's the one that's old, but nostalgic purposes, you remember this and this and that and this. So what they're going to do is at the Rumble, she's going to win it. And then she'll skip week half the time. Half the time she won't be there. Half the time she will be there. She'll show up at the chamber. She won't show up again until WrestleMania. She'll win the belt. You'll rarely see her then. And then maybe a month or two in, she'll drop the title to somebody else. She'll go home. That's how it always works. And that's what's going to work this time, too.
I can see AJ being the last 5 people, one of the last 5 people in the match. I could do that. I cannot see her agreeing to winning the Rumble. I think that's too big of a commitment of AJ to make. Because, it took them years to convince AJ to come back.
I get it. I get it.
This woman, there was a lot of conditions attached to her return.
I get it.
I don't see her agreeing to winning the Rumble and holding the title. I don't see that at all.
Well, let me say this. I know I said give you the last word, but this is not a word. I was gonna say Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, when they worked together, they used to bet cases of Mountain Dew, okay, on things for games, okay. So me and you, what we're gonna do, we're gonna come up with bets. Okay, for certain things. So this is going to be one of the bets we come with. You say she's not, I say she is. Okay? Either you're going to win or I'm going to win. The only way this bet's going to get null and void is if she gets injured and there's no way possible she could have anyway. Okay?
Right.
So if she's there healthy and wrestling, she's going to win it. You say no. With that one, we have to bet something. So since something, what do I think I want from you? I want something probably cooked is what I would think. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure out the terms. You tell me what you will want next week. I'll tell you what I want. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I will think on it.
All right, Sugarfoot. All right, next week, I'm going to go ahead and preview everybody while I still got you on the phone. We're going to cover it because I wanted to cover it today, but I ain't have time, but we're going to cover it next week. How do the crew, the Race to Wrestling crew feels about Paul Heyman coming out with Brock Lesnar but skipping over his boys when they came out to wrestle at War Games? To me, makes no fucking sense in the world. But we can discuss that, okay? All right. Well, I enjoyed you. You have a blessed afternoon, and if you need me, definitely give me a call.
I will.
All right, guys. Everybody say goodbye to her. I'm going to play the claps when you leave. Talk to you later, Sugar. All right, guys, that's my desert poop right there. All right, so anyways, guys, let me close out this show. Well, first of all, let me go and do this. You're right. Let me give you that. Successful show. We didn't be so racist today. We were not racist today. We were very unracist. Well, probably to some of you guys, we were very unracist, but to some of you, you're going to say we're racist pieces of shit. I get it. Anyways, until next time, I thoroughly enjoy you guys. I love this. You guys keep showing up. We'll keep showing up. And see you guys next one. All right. Peace.